Hey everybody, it's Marshman here. It's going to be my Legends of Tomorrow, episode 12 review? Yeah, episode 12, I believe. Sorry about the noise, if you can hear that noise outside. We're doing some stuff today, so sorry about that. But let's get started. So this episode was actually really good. I really did like it. Some of the things were a little like, what? Like, by this time, okay, Jax and his father, we have Sarah and her younger self, we have, like, Quentin, well, actually, Quentin was fixed with the memory erasing thing, but we have, like, Heatwave and his younger self. All of these things, they're changing time. Like, everything's just like, how are you not destroying time and the timeline right now? Because they're just doing that. They're killing, like, what? Like, things happen, people. That's why it's called time travel and, like, the rules of time travel, because they're breaking those rules. And it's like, how has nothing changed? I don't know. It's weird, but I'm just going to go with it. But yeah, this episode was really good, so let's talk about it. So obviously we know that the Pilgrim is hunting down their younger selves. We saw that in a teaser for last week. So this week, oh, hold on, there's a notification. So this week it was really cool to see, you know, that kind of come into play. And, you know, we rescue young Heatwave first with the fire, and we actually get really great backstory, especially with all the supporting characters. Like, not only Heatwave has an awesome backstory this episode, but everybody does, because, like, we kind of learned a lot about every single character. We knew a lot about Sarah, so I think that's why they went with her backstory, like, seeing her younger self, and also Ray seeing his younger self, but the people like Heatwave, the people like, you know, Jax, the people like, Rip, that we don't really know too much about in their young, and, you know, in their past, that's why, you know, they kind of, I think that's why they did so much with them, rather than just showing their, you know, past, you know, their past self. You know, not just that, but also putting story into it. Not just like Sarah, you know, rescuing her, or rescuing Ray, or, you know, whatever that, you know, they have actual backstory. So Heatwave, we learned that his, you know, his younger self. Of course, we knew all along that Heatwave loves fire. It's this magnificent, you know, thing to him that, you know, just really connected with him as a child for some odd reason. But it starts the path of Heatwave, because his younger self, as we found out, you know, was playing with lighter fluid, got too invested into it, and basically it put the whole house on fire. And so he didn't really wake anybody up. He just left. Everybody in his family died because he didn't want to acknowledge it. And I feel like, obviously, in the, you know, beforehand, when he just grew up, you know, he became that criminal, right? I mean, he didn't have the older Heatwave to tell him about that. He didn't vent out to anybody like he did with older Heatwave. So that's why he became a criminal. But I feel like if older Heatwave was like, you know, you did this, it was your fault, but it's okay. And then, you know, younger Heatwave was like, yeah, I did do it. And he vented to him. I feel like if that happened like it did in the episode, wouldn't he have not have become a criminal? Wouldn't he have wanted to go to get help, or, you know, find a home? Or I don't know, like something to put him off the path of being a criminal? Like, I feel like that would be the chain reaction. You know, he started a fire, didn't tell anybody, didn't vent to anybody. Oh, there's another notification. Didn't vent to anybody. He became a criminal. He started the fire, vented to himself as an older person, you know, got closure, didn't become a villain. So I feel like that's what would be the, you know, main reaction, right? But it didn't happen. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But I still really love the backstory with Heatwave. I thought that Heatwave, you know, I thought Dominic Purcell did a really great job. I thought the younger actor who plays him, the younger self, the younger Heatwave, did a really fantastic job. And I really love when they rescued Sarah. Of course, we know that. With the Pilgrim, we saw younger Quentin. It was really nice to see him before all of the Green Arrow stuff. So we know now that running around that timeline, there was an Oliver with the wig, and, like, you know, cheating on Laurel with Sarah and all that craziness. Oh, that's so cool. It really actually brought me back to Season 1. I love Season 1, and I love Season 2. I'm always going to love early Arrow. I feel like Arrow has gotten really comic booky, like, kind of like Flash. Flash really just hit that comic book, you know, that feel, that tone that we have. I feel like Arrow lightened up because of Flash. So, and a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people do like how it lightened up, and, you know, are doing more of the comic booky stuff. A lot of people liked how it was really realistic, and, you know, it was this, like, crime, Batman-ish kind of drama, you know? So, I don't know how I feel about it, but I really did think it did bring me back to Season 1, so I like that. But also seeing young Quentin with hair, oh, that was so cool, too. And Katie Lott's fantastic job of playing two Sarahs, I really like that. How she saved young Sarah, and then, you know, Heatwave and her kind of had this, like, you know, thing. And then, like, I loved how Katie Lott's played older Sarah with them, because she was like a mom, right? She was like, you know, she's not your type. You use the full palm when you slap him. Like, use the other part of your palm when you slap him. So open your palm. So I really like that too. That was really hilarious. That was like one of my favorite parts of the whole episode, was seeing the younger selves kind of react to all the stuff that they're doing. Really like that, so that was really cool too. Then we also got some stuff with Kendra and Ray with their romance, of course being engaged. So I think by the end of the episode they were officially engaged, right? I'm not really sure. I think they were, though. But, you know, it's nothing really that big. Carter is obviously going to come back. He reincarnates. By the time the show is over, I don't know where Hawk Girl's going to go. You know, I don't know if they're going to continue with Hawk Girl. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, I'm done. I don't know if they're going to continue with Hawk Girl on, like, Arrow or, you know, Flash or wherever she's going to go. Or, because Legends is confirmed for Season 2, so I don't know if she's going to stay on that show. But Carter has to come back at some point reincarnated. That's his whole thing. So, with them being engaged, I'm going to be curious to see what they do with it. And if they're going to get married, if they're going to have some kind of big wedding at the end, or if they're just going to do, like, because it kind of reminds me of Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, like how Reed and Sue could never get married because they're just, like, in this crazy life. And they end up just getting married after this big battle in China. So, what if they have, like, this big battle, and then they get married? I don't know. It's weird. We're going to have to find out. But I really like, you know, at some points I'm like, oh, you know, that makes sense. At some points I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. But, you know, to me, it's going to work out with them, and it'll be just fine. So, anyway, I didn't get everything. So, the Pilgrim, Easter egg time. So, the Pilgrim, I think, is a character, not exactly this version of a character. I think the Pilgrim is a character, though, in a DC Comics property. She's like, the character wasn't main canon, but it wasn't not either. I think that she was part of like this Wild West comic book story, or no, not Wild West, right? No, it was something else, not Wild West, but it was like something, you know, she was in her own comic book thing, her own comic line, her own universe, West universe, something like that. And then DC Comics kind of moved it over to canon a little bit. I don't know. But the Pilgrim, not a real comic book character, so that was kind of an Easter egg. She is a character in DC, but it's just a DC property. It's not really full canon, so that's an Easter egg for that. And then another Easter egg is kind of not really an Easter egg, but I wanted to mention it, is that Rip's line of his family line, his father is Booster Gold, and based on how old his mom is, Booster Gold is probably going to be really old too, unless, since he's not there, unless he already made the jump back in time. Or, I don't know, you know, we're going to have to wait and see. Like, she's so old, but Booster Gold's young. So, because he travels back in time to that time where Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all those people existed. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe he is traveling through time, you know, who knows. But he is Rip's father. So, we're going to have to wait and see how the heck they explain it, you know, what they say, what they do to explain that whole, you know, connection. But we're going to have to wait. Maybe he doesn't even exist in this universe. Who knows? But the way they explained Rip's family is that Rip was a street kid. You know, he stabbed Pilgrim. And let me talk about the fight first. The fight was so good. So, you know, we kind of saw how, what's-her-face, Pilgrim, you know, kind of stops time, slows down time a little bit. You know, that's why she was going round and round and round in circles. Well, we see that. And so, young Rip, kind of just stabs her, you know, to kill her. She's dead now. So it's really cool how they kind of explained Rip and how he kind of ended up with his mom, you know, and became a Time Master. And the Time Masters, how they explain it, is that they go through space and time, picking out recruits, turning them into Time Masters. So that's pretty cool too. So, you know, it's really nice to see Rip's backstory. Like I said, the characters that we haven't seen too much backstory of is here. And I also loved Baby Snart. Did anybody else love Baby Snart? Because I did. It was really nice to see that. So, yeah, it was really cool. I don't think I left anything out, or maybe I did, because there was a lot in the episode. I don't think I did. I think I got Rip, Heatwave, Sarah, all the things. I think, yeah, Easter egg, everything's pretty much done. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the episode. They have said that they're going to go to the future, the part where Vandal Savage, you know, is, in charge, you know, large and in charge and taken over, dictated. So they're going to go to that part. So they're going to fight him. It's like the ultimate battle. But it's not the finale, I don't think, because I think they have 16 episodes, and that will be episode 13. So we're going to have to wait and see what the heck goes on with that. But overall, I can't wait. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. Links up there to my other Legends videos. Links down there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and the Sims channel. And about the Sims channel, I am returning to playing Let's Plays of Sims today or tomorrow. I haven't really decided. There's so much stuff going on right now. So, yeah. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. I will see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe. You guys know what to do. Bye-bye.